Oh, hello everybody, here's I'm So Perfect. And yes, I'm back with some winter action sports gaming. And today I'm comparing snow and steep. And yes, I'm gonna give points in each different categories and the winner is gonna win. So, let's go. Let's get started. Let's compare those games. So first of all, let's talk about the global game and maps and feel of playing and skiing in snow. As you can see, the maps are pretty nice. You have a great variety of sceneries. We're in a winery right now, and it's pretty beautiful, and the tricks look good. And now we see a plane crash, and it's nice. But as you can see, my character, like I don't know, I find it a bit awkward, and it's not like very human, fluid ski movements or snow movements. As compared to Steep, that you're gonna see in 1 second, where I'm gonna put the two gameplay one beside the other. You see the Steep is a big budget game. The graphics are high quality compared to, let's say, Paper Mesh Snow. It's not their fault because it's not a big budget game, but it's a fact. So if you're looking for great scenery and nice views and like fluid movements and more realistic simulation of skiing, and you're less in the arcadey and like parky jump game, you're better with Steep. As you can see, I'm throwing myself down an air balloon, and now another jump. It's a lot more fluid and realistic in Steep. That's why it wins this category, because it's almost like if you weren't playing a game, you were really skiing. Honestly, it's really good feeling. So yeah. So for the sports, in snow, you have two sports. Ski, obviously. Skiing, best sport ever. And yeah, you have also snowboard. Snowboard is good. And both sports are good for the game, for how the game manages and the controls of the game. So yeah, that's for snow. Now in steep, you have skiing, obviously. I prefer skiing in steep for all the reasons we're going to see. And because it's awesome. And then you have some snow, snowboarding. Pretty okay. I don't like snowboarding, so it's not my favorite, but it's fun and it's well done. Then, bonus that you don't have in snow, you have some wingsuiting, so you can drop from any cliff with your wingsuit like a squirrel and fly around, crash and shit. It's pretty funny. And then, a bonus one, you also have, it's not really a bonus one because it sucks, honestly. It's paragliding. So as you can see, I'm flying around in a big parachute and I can watch the mountain. It's pretty boring, pretty useless, a waste of time to program. Honestly, I don't think it should have been in the game, but whatever. And finally, you can walk. Yeah, in steep, you can walk, and that's pretty amazing. You can walk to a line, just put on your skis and you're ready to go. It's pretty freaking amazing. I love it. So yeah, if we talk a bit about parks and rails, in snow there are a lot of different parks and rails. A lot of rail arrangement that are pretty cool, as you can see. That's one of the example, but you have a lot more. And the railing system is really good. Character sticks to it, and it's not easy, but when you get it, it becomes easy and you can do pretty awesome moves. In steep, as you can see, one park right now, there aren't any rails in the park. Rails aren't implemented in steep. So steep is really for big jumps and big moves because that's where it shines and where it's like beautiful and fluid. But you can't rail anything. So yeah, if you want to do snow park action, you're a type of player that wants to go in the snow park and rail all day and do some little clips with your rails and your big jumps, you'd better go with snow because you're going to get the rails and you're going to be able to do that really well. So let's talk about events. First of all, snow. In snow, as you can see, I'm choosing some events. Chose the big air events. Yeah, events are good. You can see you have a variety of events, and there are different type of things you can do, and the reward varies from event to event. I'm gonna jump in quickly, and the event just starts. There's like no introduction, and it's fairly like vague and I wouldn't say boring, but it's a bit boring. So yeah, the events in snow, like they miss a little bit of punch and dynamism. So let's jump in the steep event. As you can see, I jump in the map, choose an event from the map, and then you jump in, and you can just see a big difference from the beginning. It's more like dynamic, and you have music, and it's super like it's like a big video game event, and you can feel that you want to do the event. It's not boring, and yeah. But at some point they become boring and steep. That's their problem. Like, there aren't many different events. It's almost always the same thing you do. So there's a problem there too, but it's less present than in snow. So yeah, that's about it for the events in steep. It's pretty much the same thing. You get rewards and things like that, just like in snow. So yeah, that's it. So if we talk about the in-game store and customization possibilities, let's start with snow once more. Yes, in snow you can purchase credits because that's how they make money, because the game is free to play. We'll talk about that later. But as you can see, for various amount of money you can buy credits, and those credits are used to buy some bundles, athletes, mountains, a bunch of things. There are a lot of items to buy. You can customize your character fully. In snow it's very good. A good amount of private brands and known branding like Red Bull, K2, Salomon, a bunch of things like that. And yeah, so the store is pretty good and the customization is pretty heavy in snow. That's a good point. Now in steep, it's pretty much the same thing. In steep you can change athletes, like you're gonna see me do in a sec. And same thing as in the other game, you can change your, you can customize your athlete on every point. Helmet, skis, snowboard, wingsuit, everything can be customized. You can even change the gadgets on your bag and things like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can also buy credits in steep even if you buy the game. We're going to talk about that later too. So yeah. So now let's talk about multiplayer. To start with snow, yes, there is multiplayer. You can jump into a server built in with some players already playing that is public, or you can make your own server and play with your friends in the snow parks or things like that. As you can see, I jumped in, I'm riding with some snowboarders, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the gameplay. You can't do any events and things like that. You really can just roam the mountains and areas with your buddies, and yeah, do cool tricks, talk on Skype and things like that, and it's pretty normal multiplayer mode. So yeah, let's move to steep. In steep, it's more complex a bit. First of all, the game is like open, so there's no... You're always playing with other players. You're gonna cross over them while playing. And the thing that's particular in steep, you can do a line. You like your line. You go into public mode and you can create a challenge with your line that you liked. So you decide on any challenge you want to make, and you select it. And then anybody and your friends can go and do this challenge and beat you. So it's pretty awesome. So as you can see right now, this is another player playing on the map, and I'm looking at him through the map, the actual map, and I'm gonna drop in just a little further, and yeah, I can interact with him. I'm gonna see he's gonna say something really nice, and yeah, we can play together. He's gonna invite me to his group, and I can join him, do events, follow him, and it's really fun. So that's a good aspect of the game. So now about the replay modes in both games. Honestly, both of the replay modes in both of the games are pretty good and pretty similar. As you see, you do a line and then you can replay it, change the camera angles, fast forward, slow motion. Everything is pretty clear and you get used to it pretty easily. I'd say one thing, for snow you can modify all the little aspects like of every frame, of every like replay, so you can change the colors and things like that, and the time of day, like pretty easily. You have a little menu like you saw, and you can change everything and the options. In steep, I don't think you have that right now, so that's something that could be useful for someone who wants to do like movies and things like that and are really into replay. But other than that, as you can see in snow, I'm in steep right now. I'm doing my line, then I go to the mountain view, I go in the little line menu, and I can choose to start from this point in the line or the full line, and then I look at my line and I can change my camera angle, I can fast forward, the music is good, and it's like if it was filmed with a real camera, so that's a like aesthetic bonus. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You're gonna see me finishing my line there, and I'm gonna go back a little bit to show you something that's pretty cool. The slow-mo mode. So I start my line there, and I back off in slow-mo mode, and then you can see like really in detail action, like in an action sport movie. And I'm gonna change camera angles right now. See, game GoPro and another GoPro angle. It's a pretty nice little touch, and yeah. So let's talk about the price of each game. So if we jump into snow, I'm gonna drag down and you can see Snow is free to play, so you can go and download it right now and have access to everything in the game. So that's pretty awesome. It's a very good game, a very good free to play game, and I recommend everybody try it. It's really good. You can also buy some packs like you see right now. They come with some credits, some in-game credits to buy some shit in-game. And they also this one comes with a snowboarder and a snowmobile and shit like that. So specific items. They aren't really useful. I wouldn't suggest to buy those, except if you want to buy credits. So you can buy credits like this and you get a bonus little thing. But I didn't compare price, I'm not sure. So yeah, otherwise you can just buy credits in-game if you want some bonus things and you want to buy some apparel for your character and things like that. So yeah, that's how the game makes money, so it's really awesome. You should download it and try it out. So now let's move to Steep. As you could just barely see, Steep is a AAA game made by Ubisoft. So yeah, it's full price, $60 American, 79 Canadian bucks. So yeah, it's a big price to pay, and many people said it was too expensive. I agree, but I don't, because I have a lot of fun playing Steep, so I think you're gonna have fun. If you have fun playing snow and you like just skiing and you're not into the park and things like this, you're really gonna have fun playing Steep, so I suggest you buy it. And yeah, for Christmas there's gonna be Ubisoft sale, so I suggest checking that out if you want a reduced price. But let's talk a bit about the Season Pass. You can also buy the Season Pass. It's gonna come with some more sports like rocket, something like that, and a sled and base jumping. So yeah, another area, maybe not areas, but yeah, you're gonna get some more stuff. So the Season Pass is also available with the Gold Edition. So yeah, that's about it. I suggest you try those games, and if you try Snow and if you like it, I suggest you get Steep, and you're gonna see it's a whole other experience. So here it is. We have an overall score. Steep won by 1 point, so it's pretty close. I hope you enjoyed and you found useful this video. Yeah, so you can get an idea of what are each games and which one is better for you. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments what you thought of this video and what game you will be playing or you are already playing. And yeah, that's about it, my friend. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I will see you later, buddies.